if you do not put water first on your toothbrush, and then put the toothpaste on, and then put the water on afterwards, then you just haven't been raised right. Nah, I'm only joking. But it's finally happening. I'm happy to say that the YouTube channel is now up and running. By the time you've seen this video, it should have been uploaded. But obviously, at the moment, we're just on the works of working everything out. This is because obviously it's the first time actually ever using YouTube. So, but it's pretty cool. I said that it was going to happen, and now it's happening. It's really weird. First thing on the list to do, I have already done daily plan, which I do every single morning on my laptop. And then straight after that, I go brush my teeth. And then after that, I have my daily supplements, which I am going to show in 2 seconds. So basically what I start off with is that I take 1 tablet of 1,000 milligrams of cod liver oil, because you can never have it. I have 2 tablets of liquid L-carnitine, which is really, really useful. This is probably just like the one of the main things that I've been using for quite a while. And 1 tablet of zinc from MyProtein. And depending on what it's like, I either have between 2 to 1 tablets of vitamin D3, which is very, very useful, especially in Britain. We do not get a lot of the sun. But yeah, that's how I kind of started off. And then as soon as I've took my tablets, I'm going to get into 10 to 15 minutes of stretching, and then after that get ready for my run, which I have been doing every single day. If you haven't already seen on my Instagram, if this is the first time ever witnessing me as an individual, I'm currently doing a challenge where I run 100 miles within 30 days or in a month, however you prefer it. Basically what I need to do, what I'm doing is that I do a 6K run every single day, and that goes way past over 100 miles anyways in the 30 days. But again, it's just to challenge myself, develop a mindset, but also kind of show and see exactly where my body limits are at. And again, I want to exceed those limits. I want to kind of find this new path of development within myself, but also with my body as well. And again, I've been recording that the entire time, and obviously what I'll do is that I'll add in a few bits and clips from my actual Instagram, so you guys can also see exactly what I've been doing as well, which is super, super cool. Anyways, got to get into my stretching, getting ready for my run, and then I'll see you guys on the flip side. And we're back. This is all the tablets. Get your big bottle of water, and then bottom ups. Oh, I would not recommend doing all of them at the same time, but it's so much easier getting them out of the way instead of just having to like drop one, drink, drop another, drink, drop. Like, it's just like get them over and done with, all together in one, and then it's over and done with. And now I'm gonna go straight into the stretching. So I usually stretch between 10 to 15 minutes every single day just before my run. And the kind of reason why I have been implementing a lot of stretching into my daily routine is because it's so important to be flexible, but also your cognitive muscles to be actually loose. So therefore, obviously, again, even anything that you're doing on the daily basis, so just like walking, running, or if you go to the gym, exercising, or even like, especially in current circumstances, doing your home workouts, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be doing in the house. And if you were like me at the start of the quarantine, sitting around, not really doing much, playing PlayStation, then obviously your body just kind of stiffens up. And one thing that I've actually learned as well, and this is from a guy called David Goggins. If you do know who he is, great. If you don't, definitely look him up.
You're a retired Navy SEAL. You went through the Air Force Special Operations community. You've deployed to Iraq, broken the world record for pull-ups, run a few ultramarathons. So what do you say when you're introducing yourself to people? Like, how do you introduce yourself to people with all of that?
Well, kind of how you said it right there. I just kind of give them a quick snapshot of what I've done. I'm David Goggins, you know.
Amazing guy, But he also talked about how it's really, really important to stretch, because one thing that I didn't know is that it's to do with your muscles and how they tighten up over time, because obviously the continuous stress that you might develop throughout the years. And what he mentioned is that it can actually stunt growth, which blew my mind, because a lot of people know me as being, well, personal people know me as being like relatively like short. I'm like 5'7", 5'8", pushing it, just pushing it.
Lying will ruin your life.
Yeah, that's why I say like just there. But yeah, so again, I'm not doing it because I want to say grow taller, but I'm doing it just to be more functional and obviously be more loose. So therefore, I'm less prone to any injury. And it's always good to stretch after workouts as well. So what I tend to do is that after I've done my home workout, I do a little bit of stretching as well, trying to open up the muscle, so therefore the lactic acid buildup is less, so therefore I'm not having that stiff, horrible aching feeling the next day as well. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna video my entire routine, so therefore you guys can see exactly what I do, and if you want to follow through that as well, that'll be even better. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go straight into it and what I'm basically doing now. The whole mentality of stretching is to obviously increase your flexibility and making sure that every single muscle, the muscle fibers are going to be stretched out as best as they can, because not only is that going to allow you to be prone to injury, but that's going to make it a lot more easier. And I do this routine every single day, 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and obviously again it's just a variety of different stretches that I try. A lot of them are lower body dominant, but I do try to implement a lot of upper body stretches as well, just to make sure that obviously my whole body is getting stretched out as much as they can. And again, some of them kind of look ridiculous, but to be fair, it's so worth it. Like literally at the end of every stretch, I just feel amazing. And then as soon as I finish my stretching, I'm usually just out just before I have like my pre-run shake, if I have one, depending on the day. Like today I didn't really have much. I didn't even have my pre-run shake because I've been trying to like lower the caffeine intake, so therefore I don't need to worry about that as much and getting addicted to caffeine. This move's a little bit weird, but oh well, it does the job. I gotta get a cushion in because that hurts the knee so much, but it's a good stretch, quad dominant, lot of good movement, and to be fair, it helps a lot. We're about to go hit this run. So as of recent, every single day since I've been running, I've actually been improving a lot more, but today it's kind of like my rest day, so I'm going to be going at like a bit of a, well, not a slower pace, but at a more gentle pace, just to obviously allow muscle recovery and not break my body too much, because constant running every single day is going to be absolutely brutal. But then as soon as I've done my run, I'm going to come back, get a little bit of work done, and then afterwards hopefully get some shopping in as well. But yeah, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. All right, cool, see you soon. So just finished my run there, and the time that I got, so I did, if you can see that, 6 kilometers in 32 minutes. So today was obviously a bit of a slower day because, as I said, it was just a recovery one. Just to keep just so my body does not freaking crumble into absolute dust. But I'm feeling good, to be fair. Every time I run, I'm listening to a audiobook, which is actually really good. Currently I am listening to It's First Man In by Ant Middleton. Amazing book, by the way. It teaches you so much about just self-discipline and understanding that whatever you do in life builds up to the character that you're going to be later on. And it's really important that you can't just focus on your experiences and then go on to the future and doing something new and think that your old habits will not come back and rise you. You have to be in control of your own mind. And again, it's a lesson that everybody can take in hand, which is really good. Anyways, I'm going to go back in the house. Going to have my second meal of the day, and then I'm gonna get some work done as well. So go get that done. How we doing? Right. Now, obviously, a little bit earlier on in the video, I kind of like cut off at a point that just kind of didn't make sense. I did everything yesterday. I finished off all that I need to do in terms of shopping, food, all the good stuff, and obviously whatever else I needed to do. But I think what I did is that I took the opportunity to just sit down and think of how am I going to actually finish off this video, because again, what I haven't really explained what the whole purpose of this is and why I'm actually doing what I'm doing and why I've created this YouTube account for everybody to see. Now, I'm going to kind of just briefly explain the whole reasoning behind it. Now, I'm going to be super blunt and I'm going to be super honest. It's for a selfish reason. That's how it is. Like, I haven't created this for other people's benefit. And a lot of people think, well, YouTubers create YouTube channels to create content, create entertainment for others to see. Yes, that is true. I have created this YouTube channel for people to be entertained. However, I haven't done it for the sole purpose of that. Reason being is why I've done this is because I want it as like a journal. I see YouTube and Instagram as basically a book. It's telling the story of how I became my own hero. And as cringy as that sounds and as weird as that sounds, it's true. We all are going through a same particular journey. However, we're all creating our own stories. And the way that I want to create my own story is by being very selfish. And by being very selfish, I mean by developing myself, learning something new, going on a new journey, figuring things out for myself and understanding exactly what is going on. Because again, loads of people in my own age category don't know what they want to do with their lives. I don't even know what I want to do with my life yet. Like I kept on saying, right, I want to own my own business. I want to do this. I want to do that. But in reality, there's no clear path of what we want to do. Nobody knows exactly what they want to do, and it's okay for that to happen. And that's why I want to document this and show everybody exactly what am I doing, what steps am I taking to actually achieve what I want to achieve. And that's the whole purpose of it. So what you're really going to see in this YouTube channel is that you're going to see a lot of content about self-development, a lot of fitness content as well, because again, I love fitness, I love training, and you're going to see the journey of how I've also developed my character as well. Again, the person that you're going to see now in the next year, next 2 years, next couple of years, is going to be completely different, and that's fine, because again, I want to grow. My main goal is to grow by at least 1% every single day, and that's how it's going to be done. And that's why I want people to see this. This is why I'm documenting it, so therefore you guys can see exactly what step-by-step process and what kind of mentality you need to have to actually step into the right direction. That's all it is. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, and I'm going to put the link down below for you guys to actually go check me out as well, because I deliver the same message. And there's people right now who are now finally taking the right step forward and pushing themselves to boundaries that they've never actually wanted to push themselves before. Because again, we want to be comfortable in our current situation, but that's the problem. If we become complacent and we don't thrive from the difficult tasks that are ahead, then we'll never grow and we'll just always be the same person as we always are. And I'm not trying to discriminate. I'm not trying to say that in a very negative way. Personally, I feel like staying in one position and being comfortable, it's not for me. For most people, that's fine. That's no problem. But if you're like me, who wants to grow, who wants to develop, who wants to leave a mark after they're gone, then this is the right channel for you. And I feel like, again, as I went back on it, it's a selfish reason. I want to be as selfish as I possibly can, because again, at the end, I've got to think, I'm going to be the finished product. I'm going to be the person who's going to be finishing, at the end of this, seen as a different person. But what I also want is that I want other people to also follow their own journey. Take this as not inspiration, but take this as a fresh new perspective on your own life. A mirror that you're looking directly to yourself and seeing, am I in the position that I want to be? And am I making the right moves? And am I taking the right direction towards what I actually want to achieve? And again, hopefully that helps for a lot of people. If it doesn't, no worries. As I always say, if it does, great. Drop a comment down, click subscribe, and also like this post, and obviously spread the positivity, guys. There's nothing more important than spreading the positivity, especially in these current circumstances. That's what I want. I want to spread the positivity to a lot of people, so therefore others will spread that across, because it's so contagious, and that's the best contagious thing that you should find as well when it comes to positivity. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this first video. Obviously, again, please do not rinse me for the horrific editing skills. This is my first video I've ever edited by myself. So again, if you actually show pity, drop a like. But no, if there's any advice that you can give me as well, if you're pretty experienced on YouTube, please tell me, because again, I need the experience and I want to develop that, so therefore I can create better content as well. But apart from that, guys, have a sick day. Hopefully by the time you see this video, everything is up and running and everything is smooth and going, and I'll keep everybody updated on when the next video is going to be posted as well. Nice. See you later, guys.